Hello, and welcome to Silken Slumber. I'm so glad you're here. Follow the channel to join us for every new story. I hope you're settled in somewhere cozy and ready to unwind. Now, let the story begin. The Library of Seasons. There is a library that only opens its doors at midnight. It does not appear on any map, and its entrance is a simple, unassuming oak door that materializes only when the world has grown quiet and the moon is high. Inside, there is no sound but the gentle hum of sleeping stories. The air smells of old paper, beeswax, and a faint, unplaceable scent of rain-soaked earth and dry leaves. Warm, golden light spills from green-shaded lamps, illuminating endless rows of towering shelves. Every book here is bound by hand, their spines a kaleidoscope of leather, velvet, and wood. This is the Library of Seasons. Its keeper is a kind, quiet man named Elias, who is as much a part of the library as the ancient books themselves. He sits in a distant corner, reading by the light of a single lamp, his presence a quiet reassurance of the safety within these walls. He simply offers a slow, gentle nod, a smile that seems to add to the room's quiet warmth, and then returns to his book, leaving you to your own peaceful exploration. You feel drawn not to the endless aisles, but to a small, secluded reading nook tucked away from the main corridors. Here, a single deep armchair waits, its cushions so soft they seem to sigh as you settle into them. The carpets are so thick that your own footsteps were silent, and now, in this chair, you are enveloped in a profound and comforting stillness. A soft woolen blanket is already draped over the arm of the chair, and you pull it over your lap, its weight instantly grounding and reassuring. Beside the chair is a small wooden lectern, and as if placed there just for you, a single, oversized book rests upon it. The book is bound in soft, spring green velvet, its cover embroidered with delicate silver threads that look like dewdrops. There is no title. You simply reach out and open it. The pages within do not hold words, but a soft, shimmering light. A cool, fresh scent rises from the book, the smell of damp soil and new blossoms. Leaning your head back against the soft cushions of the chair, you gaze into the gentle, shimmering light. As you watch, the scent of damp earth grows stronger, and you can hear the faint, rhythmic patter of rain, as if it's falling on a window pane just behind you. The scene begins to form in your mind's eye, as clear as any memory. You can picture a small garden, tucked behind a cozy stone cottage. You can almost feel the cool mist on your skin, a memory of a gentle spring rain, even as you remain perfectly safe and warm in the library chair. The rain in this imagined garden is not heavy or cold, but a soft, persistent whisper that nourishes everything it touches. It drums a peaceful, hollow rhythm on the wide leaves of rhubarb plants and gathers like tiny jewels in the cups of tulips. The world is painted in the pale, new green of unfurling fern fronds and the deep, knowing green of moss on the stone wall. You picture yourself sitting on a wooden bench under the wide eaves of the cottage, completely sheltered. The sound of the rainfall on the roof is deeply comforting, a steady, gentle percussion that slows your breathing. With each breath you take here in your chair, You can almost inhale the pure, clean air of spring. From this peaceful vantage point, you watch the garden drink in the rain. Tiny rivers of water trace paths through the dark, rich soil. The heads of daffodils nod gently, their yellow trumpets soft and bright against the imagined gray sky. A robin lands on a fence post, ruffles its damp feathers, and sings a clear, warbling song. Its melody is a perfect counterpoint to the soft drumming on the roof. You notice your own body relaxing into this rhythm. The imagined coolness is pleasant, washing away any lingering tension. Your shoulders soften, dropping away from your ears. You can feel the solid, steady presence of the armchair beneath you, supporting you completely. In your mind's eye, you see Elias in the garden. He holds a small terracotta pot where a tiny sprout is already pushing through the dark earth. In his other palm are 3 small, smooth seeds. He places them gently into your hand, and you can almost feel them, cool and full of promise. You watch as he gently presses one into the soil beside the sprout. It is a simple, quiet act of hope you are privileged to witness, and there is a deep peace in that. There is nothing for you to do but watch. You rest in your chair, holding the gentle image of the garden in your mind. The rain continues its lulling song. The world feels new and full of quiet potential. Time slows down, each moment stretching out, soft and full. Your breathing is deep and even, in perfect time with the memory of the falling rain. Slowly, the sound of the rain begins to fade, and the scent of damp earth is replaced once more by the familiar, comforting smell of old books and beeswax. The image of the garden softens, dissolving back into the shimmering green light of the page. You gently close the velvet cover, and the book of spring vanishes as silently as it appeared. In its place on the lectern now rests another volume, this one bound in deep midnight blue leather, with tiny flecks of gold scattered across it like a constellation of distant stars. When you open this book, a wave of warm, fragrant air washes over you. It smells of night-blooming jasmine and freshly cut hay. The light from the pages is not bright, but a soft, silvery glow, like moonlight. The warmth from the pages seems to radiate outward, wrapping around you like a second blanket. The air in your quiet nook grows still and sweet, and the distant sounds of the library fade away, replaced by the gentle, rhythmic chirping of crickets, seeming to drift from just beyond the shelves. You close your eyes, and a new scene unfolds in your mind. You are sitting on the edge of a wooden dock, the planks still warm from the sun. You imagine dangling your feet in water that is surprisingly cool and silky. A full moon hangs in an inky sky, its reflection a perfect shimmering circle on the surface of a vast, still lake. The air is so still you can feel it resting on your skin. You take a slow, deep breath, and the sweet scent of honeysuckle fills your lungs. You look out across the imagined lake. On the far shore, the dark silhouettes of pine trees stand like silent sentinels against the star-dusted sky. There is no breeze, and the water is a mirror of black glass. You imagine dipping your toes in, sending slow, lazy ripples spreading out, momentarily breaking the moon's reflection before it knits itself back together again. Then, you see them. tiny sparks of greenish gold light blinking on and off in the tall grasses that line the shore of your mind's eye. Soon, the air is filled with their silent, magical dance. They rise and drift, and you can almost see them here in the library. Motes of light dancing in the dusty shafts of lamplight between the tall shelves. They are a collection of tiny, individual lights creating something beautiful together. You watch, mesmerized, as they float through the warm air. One drifts close, its light soft and cool, and lands for a moment on the back of your hand. It blinks twice, a tiny lantern, before taking flight again, joining the quiet ballet. You lean your head back against the armchair, feeling a sense of connection to the vast, peaceful universe. Your breathing has become slow and deep, matching the gentle rhythm of the cricket's song. With every exhale, you feel yourself sinking more deeply into the peace of this summer night. The warmth of the air, the imagined coolness of the water, the silent light of the fireflies, it all combines to create a perfect moment of tranquility. There is nothing to fix, nothing to solve, just the simple, beautiful experience of being here, held safely in your chair. As your focus softens, the edges of the scene begin to fade. The chirping of the crickets grows distant, and the warm, sweet air slowly cools, returning to the gentle temperature of the library. The last little spark of an imagined firefly dissolves into the golden lamplight. You open your eyes, and the book of summer is gone. In its place is a volume bound in a warm, russet-colored cloth. Pressed into the cover is a single, perfectly preserved maple leaf, its veins like a delicate map. You open it, and a crisp, cool breeze seems to swirl from the pages, carrying the scent of dry leaves, wood smoke, and ripe apples. The light that emerges is the color of afternoon sun in late autumn, a deep, liquid gold that paints the tall shelves around you in hues of amber and gold. The air in your nook grows crisp and clean, cool enough to feel refreshing on your skin, but not cold. You are still in your chair, but you can see a path in a great, ancient forest. A golden canopy of leaves arches high above, and the sun filters through, dappling the forest floor. The path ahead is a carpet of fallen leaves in every shade of red, orange, and gold. You can hear the satisfying, crunchy whisper of footsteps on the leaves, the only sound save for the gentle sigh of the wind moving through the high branches. You imagine yourself walking slowly, with no destination in mind. In your daydream, you find a fallen log, its surface covered in soft green moss. You imagine sitting there, and Elias appears, not to speak, but to pour a steaming, fragrant liquid into a simple ceramic cup for you. You can almost feel the cup in your hands, letting its warmth seep into your palms. It is warm apple cider, spiced with cinnamon and clove. The steam rises, carrying the comforting scent of autumn. You imagine taking a slow sip, feeling its warmth spread from the inside out. You sit there, in your chair, in your mind, sipping your cider and looking out into the sun-drenched woods. A single, perfect crimson leaf detaches from a branch high above and begins a slow, spiraling descent. You watch it twirl and dance on the air currents, A final, beautiful performance before it comes to rest on the path. It is a quiet reminder of the beauty of letting go. The trees are simply preparing for a period of rest. You feel your own body embracing this sense of release. You take a deep breath of the crisp, clean air that seems to fill your corner of the library. And as you exhale, you imagine yourself letting go of anything you don't need to carry. Any worries, any busy thoughts, just letting them drift away like a leaf on the wind. Your mind feels clearer, quieter. The imagined golden light begins to deepen as the sun lowers toward the horizon. The shadows of the trees grow long, stretching across the path like sleepy arms. And as the last rays of sunlight fade, the scene dissolves. The crunch of leaves underfoot becomes the profound silence of the library once more. The crisp air is again filled with the gentle scent of old paper. The book of autumn fades, and one last volume appears. It is bound in pure white leather with intricate silver filigree that looks like frost patterns on a window pane. You open it. No light rushes out, only a profound and gentle silence. The air grows still and cold, but it is not a biting cold. It is a clean, hushed chill, full of peace. The transformation is the gentlest of all, because you are already where you need to be, inside, warm, and looking out. The book simply deepens the feeling of cozy safety you already have. Curled in your deep, soft armchair, the woolen blanket over your lap, you gaze into the book and see a window in your mind. Through it, you can see a world transformed by snow. It is falling softly, in big, lazy flakes, drifting down from a sky the color of pearl. There is no wind. Each snowflake takes its own unhurried path downward, settling silently upon the landscape. The branches of pine trees are heavy with snow, their dark green boughs outlined in perfect white. The ground is covered in a smooth, untouched blanket of it. The world outside is silent. The snow has absorbed all sound, creating a deep, profound quiet that feels like a comforting embrace. Inside your library nook, it is wonderfully warm. You imagine a fire crackling peacefully in a stone hearth nearby, its flames casting a warm, flickering orange glow. The only sounds are the soft crackle of the imagined fire and the sound of your own quiet breathing. You can almost feel a heavy ceramic mug in your hands, filled with hot cocoa, its warmth seeping into your fingers. It is a feeling of deep comfort, of being sheltered and cared for. You turn your attention back to the window in your mind, to the endlessly fascinating, gentle ballet of the falling snow. You watch one flake, then another, as they make their slow, graceful descent. The repetition is hypnotic, calming your mind until all that is left is a simple, peaceful awareness of the present moment. Your breath is slow and steady. Inhale peace, exhale stillness. There is nothing to do but be here, in this warm, safe place, and watch the world rest under its blanket of white. Your body feels heavy and relaxed in the armchair. The weight of the blanket is reassuring. The warmth from the memory of the fire is a gentle comfort. Your eyelids feel heavy, and your thoughts drift as slowly and gently as the snowflakes outside. This is a place of deep, restorative rest. The view through the window begins to soften. The falling snow and the snow-covered trees blur, their edges dissolving until all that is left is the steady, golden light of the reading lamp in your quiet alcove. The Book of Winter gently fades from the lectern, leaving it empty. The memory of the cabin's warmth lingers, mingling with the comfort of the woolen blanket. You are back, fully and completely, in the quietest corner of the library. From the distance, you see Elias give one last, slow nod before he turns and disappears silently into the shadows between the shelves, leaving you to your rest. The 4 seasons have left their gentle echoes with you. Their presence fills the air with a quiet, harmonious energy, a mingling of rain-soaked earth, warm honeysuckle, crisp leaves, and silent snow. The armchair holds you perfectly. The lamplight in the alcove seems to dim just a little, becoming softer, warmer, as if preparing for your sleep. You lean your head back against the soft cushions. Your body feels wonderfully heavy, grounded, and at peace. Your mind is quiet, filled with the gentle memories of your journey. Allow the memory of the cool spring rain to wash away any lingering tension from your forehead and your shoulders. Feel them soften and release, becoming smooth and calm. Allow the memory of the summer night's warmth to settle deep in your chest, slowing your breathing, making each inhale easy and each exhale a long, slow sigh of relief. Allow the memory of the crisp autumn air to clear your mind. Let any remaining thoughts drift away as easily as leaves on a gentle breeze, leaving behind only stillness. And allow the memory of the winter's profound quiet to settle in your limbs. Feel a comfortable heaviness in your arms and your legs, a deep sense of rest spreading through your entire body. They are all here with you, held within the quiet magic of the library. And here, in this safe and peaceful place, surrounded by sleeping stories and the lingering essence of all the seasons, you are free to drift. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. You can let go completely, held by the silence, and allow yourself to float gently into a deep and restful sleep. And with that, our story for tonight comes to its gentle close. If you enjoyed our time together, a follow or subscription helps new listeners find us and ensures you'll be here for our next story. May your sleep be peaceful and your dreams be sweet. Good night from Silk and Slumber.